A lot of people are asking any tips on how to try to distance from social media, especially since a lot of individuals are glued to their phones constantly, more during quarantine.
Yes. Hands down, if you're asking that question, it already means that you want to do something about it. You yourselves could definitely control how much social media you're on. I don't care if you have a phone. I mean, we all have a phone, we all have laptops, we have all access, but you can turn off notifications. I mean, go to your settings, turn off notifications on certain things that trigger you. If it triggers you and you get really upset by seeing, and we know what's out there, right? Videos, that's traumatic. So I prefer, and I actually say to people, we are, if unless you're living in a bubble and under a hole, you know what's going on in this world. You don't necessarily need to add by watching a video. I know curiosity gets to us, but and I can't prevent someone from watching a video, but videos can actually cause secondary trauma. So I believe in really limiting the things you watch, not just read, the things you watch. I've said to people, if the news stresses you out, I have a very simple solution. You don't watch the news. I mean, what's wrong with that? You'll still know what's going on if you decide to Google CNN, or you can easily look things up. You'll get your news. But if it's watching it that stresses you out, please stop until you feel like you want to watch it. So everything's re-triggering. So I do believe social media, how great it is, because I love social media. I myself also have boundaries, and I do not watch certain things because I don't want to. I already know, I hear it all in the news. And I do it for the sake of my own mental health. So I'm giving an example of my own mental health is I don't want to be lying in bed at like 1 a.m. thinking, wow, that was terrible seeing that video. That's just too, you're adding more stress is what I'm saying. I think it's great you people care. So I'm not, the message I want to get across is you can still care in everything you're doing in your own life, but you're not going to be much use if you're emotionally unhealthy because of everything you're reading, watching, hearing from friends. Here's another example. If friends are posting things that are toxic, stressing you out, getting you mad, I've seen some friendships break up because of racial tension or political disagreements, then you need to also, I'm not saying unfriend that friend, but you might need to, you know how you can do this on social media, like unfollow or not see their posts. I think that is completely fine. You don't need to unfriend them because remember, that's like the big thing. I want to unfollow, right? But you also have the choice under accepts to make the choice to unfollow if that makes you feel better. So I'm not trying to turn people against each other, but let's just say you're asking me this question. I'm trying to do what's best for your well-being. It means making those tough choices that actually, to be honest, don't seem that tough because you'll feel better when you don't see someone's political posts or someone's rants on what's going on. They're not healthy. And and the flip side is when you see someone ranting, I also hope you have empathy. They themselves are getting their trauma or their angst and their anxiety and fear out on those social media. So also do the flip side and go, and you can play therapist, go, oh, well, obviously he's triggered and maybe something happened to him that he's being like this, or gosh, she's always been fired up politically. I wonder what could have happened in her life. That just shows some empathy. It's not being, condescending, just like, all right, well, I guess something could have happened for her to say all this stuff, but it's just not good for me. So I'm just going to not, um, kind of click her off my posts, which you can do. So definitely limit what you read and see. Definitely.